Thank you for watching Channel B. I'm Ruby here, and yes, as if you have been following my channel, you know that this channel was set up together with my best friend Anne, and we're here to share with you using this channel to share with you on our new purchase, to share with you on our experience and what are items that we purchase, and most importantly that we utilize this channel as our diary to keep track on what are the items that we have purchased. So yes, as you can see over here, today I am going to review a new purchase that I got from Miu Miu. Yep. So are you guys excited? So before I begin, let me have a glass of whiskey. So let's begin. So this is actually my very first Miu Miu purchase. I've never purchased anything from Miu Miu. So actually last season I'm actually interested in a pair of pink color silk heels from Miu Miu. So if you have owned a pair of luxury shoes, you should know that Miu Miu actually has a very stable heels for their, I love it a lot. Let me share with you. So this is the packaging for the Miu Miu paper bag in pink. So the front and the back is exactly the same, and in the middle there is like a fabric material that's sewn onto it that indicate Miu Miu. And of course, if you're not blind, you're able to see the paper bag on the bottom is actually Miu Miu, and this is actually in metallic wordings. And yep, okay, so for this, the paper bag handle is actually in cotton, and they have a ribbon on one side of it. Actually, I really enjoyed this purchase a lot. I met a really nice essay from Miu Miu. He's actually a Taiwanese guy. He has really good service. When you spend that much of money on shopping, getting yourself a pair of shoes, you hope for good service, the person is willing to share with you things and stuff like that. So this is, yep, ta-da! This is the pair of shoes that I bought. But before I begin, let me show you what else I have in my paper bag. So the paper bag, the inner color, it looks like dark gray to me. It's not black, it looks like dark gray. So this is how they provide you in terms of the receipt booklet, and that's where they keep my receipt. So this is the receipt booklet, and I received a card. So they did ask me if I wanted a gift card, and I was teasing my essay. That's why I told you that I really enjoyed my whole shop experience. I was telling him that like, so when he asked me, do you want to get a gift card as well? I could put it into your packaging. I was like, yes, I'd like to have a gift card, but I like it written by you. I want someone to write inside. So yes, that's what he wrote here. So he has written in Chinese. Really good. It's really sweet. So this is the card over here that he has written for me. Yep. I really enjoyed my purchase with him. It's funny, he explained a lot of things with me. So I had fun, and he just perfect service. Okay, so this is how the box it looks like. So yeah, it's totally pink all throughout out, like what you could see now. And the bottom of the box is just plain pink and one tied ribbon. To be very honest, the ribbon is tied way better than my purchase from Chanel. Chanel, you should really wake up. So as you could see from the box, they have the same thing. The label is actually in satin, and then the word Miu Miu. I mean, if you have been following this brand for a long time, you know that most of their famous expensive heels are actually in silk. And even for their inner label, most of their shoes, especially the high heels, they have this label within. Yes, correct. So this label is exactly the same as per this package. This one over here, I like it. It's really nice. It's an extra sort of touch to it. So when you open the box, oh, look at the box, the interior. It's actually, the color is actually gold and gray. So cute, right? In the box. So Miu Miu, for every single outlet, they will have like for every single design and every size, they will only have one pair in every single boutique. So this is what all the SAF told me, that like in the same store, it's impossible you could get the same, like another pair of the same size. But what they could do for you, if in the same city they have another boutique outlet, Miu Miu, they could actually transfer stock over just for you specially. But so I was lucky, I got this new pair, and I heard that I was the first one who tried on this pair of size. So it's really new. This is actually a pair of like platform sneakers that I had from Miu Miu. And it has been out for a couple of seasons now. And previously, their initial when they launched this design, if I am not wrong, it does not come in the platform sort. It's actually the flat one. You can take a look at the picture over here. Yes. So this is actually how it looks like when it initially launched. It's the same. They have the white base, which is like what you see over here, but it's not in platform. And secondly, it does not have this ribbon bow over here. I think it's very girly to have this additional touch onto it, so it makes me want to have it very badly. Yeah. So initially when it launched, even the previous season, they came up with more exciting stuff, like they start to bring in with like platform like this, but they do not have this bow. And they have those bling bling stuff over at the tip top. Take a look at the photos here. This is some of the photos I found it online, so it was not taken by me. Yeah, so this is how it looks, and it's very beautiful because if you take a look at the metal cap in front here, yep, it has the Miu Miu wordings. It's a pop-up sort of, like, it's not embossed, it's a pop-up sort. You could feel the metal and indicating the Miu Miu. So before I continue to share with you on the detail, take a look at the video shortly to see on my shopping in the store itself, how I wear it, and what are the other items that I saw in the store. Let's go! This platform is actually 55 mm. 55 mm means 5.5 cm for the height of this platform. It is actually a leather upper sole like what you see here. And if I am not wrong, because I could not find the information on the website on the choice of leather that was on this pair of shoes, but I remember my lovely SA has told me that this is actually lambskin sole of leather, so it's actually softer, so it takes lesser time for you to actually season it. So it's perfect, right? And it's really soft. I touched it. Okay, let's go into detail of this pair of shoes. So like what you could see at the surface here, I have chosen black, and then the cap metal over here is actually in silver, but it's a darker form of silver for the tip of this pair of shoes. And both sides, it actually has the Miu Miu wordings. Then if you look at the front of this pair of shoes, is like it has texture of it. Then here you can see is a gray stripe all around, and it create like, it looks, you know, it's like when you buy sneakers, right? So the rubber area, they will have like, what do you call it? Thread thread stitching, but over here it's just a design of thread stitching. It's all totally in rubber. It's totally in rubber, and at the back you can see the Miu Miu brand, and it's the same for both sides. Yep, correct. And okay, let me show you what else. Does the bow drop off easily? No, it's totally well secure. So I used to own a pair of Todd shoes, and I still have it with me. So I have a bow as well at the top of this pair of my Todd shoes. And I learned from my lesson that if you're buying a pair of like shoes that has bow in front, or like string tie kind of bow, ribbons, please make sure they are well secure. Because my pair of Todds that I purchased, whenever I walk, eventually the string will just like give way, and it will just drop off by itself. And I have to retie. I remember one outing that I was wearing my Todds shoe. I think I retied more than 10 over times that I got so sick that I nearly bought a new pair of shoes during that outing. So, and then after that I went to my trusty shoemaker. They have actually glued it for me so that the ribbon will not drop off anymore. So can you imagine the hassle? But my shoemaker was really good, and they were like, Ruby, it's fine. Let me do it for you perfectly free. Alright, look at this. You can see that the entrance, like whereby your feet will enter, right? So over here, this is the white color. This white color is actually the elastic band. So it actually gives you more movement, yeah, as compared to leather. The elasticity is not extremely super stretchy, it's not, but is decent and reasonable. Alright, and let's look into the insole. So the insole is actually in leather as well, like what you could see. So like what I mentioned earlier about the fabric stitching, right? So over here is like not fabric stitching, the wrong word, cotton stitching, like yeah, cotton line stitching. Over here they are the rear ones stitching, but those over here, the sort of stitchings are actually rubber, so it wasn't the same. It's just design over here, and over here is actually rear detail, and within, that's where the Miu Miu logo is located, and it's the same kind of silk sort of logo, and just like what you could see from from their packaging, is the same sort. But in terms of the size, this is actually smaller than the packaging. Alright. When I wear it, I remember it was really comfortable. I'm not sure if you face the same issue, because I tried wearing Jimmy Choo shoes. So Jimmy Choo, in terms of their insole label, Jimmy Choo, the wording, is actually the same like this. But I remember when I put my feet inside, I could, when I'm walking on the within the boutique, I could actually feel the label, Jimmy Choo label, that is actually pressing onto my feet. I mean, it's not to the extent of like cutting my feet, because I'm just trying in the boutique, but it wasn't really comfortable for me to really want to buy it. And not only because of the comfortability that actually stopped me from buying. Another reason is that, like what I mentioned in all my videos, that I have very narrow feet. So Jimmy Choo, the area whereby when you have after the arch, which is at this front area, is always very loose for me. It felt as though like anytime my feet could actually shift left to right while I'm walking. So it wasn't very, it doesn't look good. It just looks as though like I'm wearing a pair of shoes that does not belong to me, but I pay for it. Take a look at this. It's so cute. You look at this, they all look like stitching, right? But it's all rubber. It's actually matching with this. Look at it. Look at Miu Miu. Miu Miu actually bothered to make sure that their design are consistent. You know, it's like the stitching concept and design is all chewed out in this pair of shoe. It's just a pair of shoe, but they bought it so much to make sure that their design could be seen chewed out, like from the interior all the way to the exterior and even onto the base. I'm very proud of it. I think I make a perfect purchase. And then the Miu Miu logo is over here. And on the entire exterior, so it's all rubber. The same. Yeah. The insole, it actually indicated the sizing. So like I told you, most of the time my leg is suitable for size 37. But for this pair of shoes, the cut I think is slightly bigger. I'm suitable for size 36.5. Yep. Smaller size, seems like a smaller feet. So yep, 36.5. And within the shoe, it actually indicates where is it making? Indicate make in Italy. So it's still a new pair of shoes, so I'm not going to actually ban it. Oh yeah, there's another thing. When like before I start to wear this pair of shoe, when I was in the boutique itself, I was having this problem. I was thinking like, will it be comfortable? When I hold on to this part, right, the end part, it seems a little stiff, you see? Like I try to press it with a finger. The movement is very minimal. But honestly, I was very shocked because when I wear it, everything was perfectly fine. So it's a little heavy. For traveling to bring it overseas, I would not suggest this pair of shoes. But if you're wearing it on flight, yeah, why not, right? And if you encounter any places that you're going is in flood, you have a platform shoe. What to worry about? Not at all. So hold on, I'm going to show you how it looks when I wear it on. Before I end my videos, I'd like to share with you some of the photos that I found online that some of the Hollywood stars are also wearing this pair of shoes. Yes, correct. They're wearing, but it's just that they are wearing from the previous season. What I'm having now is actually the latest thing, which is in Miu Miu stores. And what they have was like the previous seasons. And of course, those photos was taken previous seasons as well. So they were wearing this pair of shoes, some of them with platforms, some of them without, and but however they do not have it with the bow. So the bow thing, like what you see on this pair of shoe, only came out this season. That's it for today. And if you like my video, please put a thumbs up. And if you have any question, yes, you could just drop a feedback below on the comments column below. And don't be shy, talk to us. We like to talk, you know. I'm quite chatty. And lastly, I would love that you guys could subscribe to us so you could check out on what are our new purchase. And that's it for today. Goodbye.